If I were the leader of the free world, the first issue I would address would be world hunger. If someone came to me and waved a magic wand over my head and said, "Okay, you're now the leader of the free world," the first thing I would do would be to meet Justin Bieber. However, the first issue I would address would be world hunger. Hunger, as defined in the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, is the painful sensation or state of weakness caused by the need of food. According to the George Mason University's History News Network, around 25,000 people die every day from hunger or hunger-related diseases. This is a serious problem and needs to be addressed and ended. According to the United States Department of Agriculture, the average American eats about 4.7 pounds of food every day. And with the food produced today, there's enough food for every person in the whole world to have about 5 pounds of food every day. So why are there still millions of people suffering from hunger? Sadly, the reasons are endless. But some of the main factors include natural problems and economic issues. From my research, I believe a main cause of hunger as a global issue is due to the lack of arable land. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines arable as fit for or used for growing crops. Therefore, arable land is land that can be used for producing food. Countries can be limited to arable land because of many reasons. For instance, there isn't enough water, or temperatures are too extreme. Even the soil could be too hard. Due to these reasons and many more, it can be extremely difficult for these regions to grow food. The way in which I would solve this problem would be to have a system where people from more developed countries, like the United States, would use technology available to invent and create instructional videos about how to make arable land. Then we would send them all over the world to countries that need them. They would be translated into different languages so that everybody can understand. They could also be about other things too, like a video describing and teaching people how to make simple meals. We could help them by setting up video players so that they could watch them. As the old saying goes, give a man a fish and he eats for a day, but teach a man to fish and he eats for a lifetime. If we can reduce the cost to get the food where it needs to be, it will be eliminating the transportation costs because they now have arable land to produce food locally. It would be more affordable to those who need it. Most food is produced in nations like the United States, and for that food to get to other countries, there are outrageous expenses charged for shipping, transporting, and distributing this food. A survey of the cost of shipping a loaf of bread to a UK retail store taken by the ThinkQuest Oracle Education Foundation showed that less than 1/3 was put into labor making the bread, and that shipping and packaging took over the remaining 2/3 of the total cost. It's no wonder that these less developed countries are sinking deeper and deeper into debt. According to the Hearts and Information for Change, more than 1.4 billion people are living below the international poverty line, making only $1.25 a day. Think about what you could do with $1.25 a day. Not very much, right? Some of the world's poorest countries owe billions of dollars to more developed countries. And those multinational companies who take the money from less developed countries send all their profits to only the higher developed countries. If those companies instead invested that money into our whole world and tried to keep at least some money in the less developed countries, it would help them grow as regions. And wouldn't that help our planet? I would think so, because these companies need to realize that in order to make more money in these less developed countries, they need to invest more as well. So as you can see, if I were the leader of the free world, the first issue I would address would be world hunger. I would solve the natural problem of not having enough arable land by producing and sending instructional videos to parts of the world to continue to make arable land. I would also encourage companies to continue to invest in technology and resources to help poor countries grow. And not if, but when I succeed at putting world hunger to an end, Justin Bieber and I will go out to dinner.